Angelo Hyder, his longtime trainer, once led Vic Darchinyan to a world title. And now he's with the Maloney twins. Across the way, though, it's Manny Robles. Does he have another upset up his sleeve as he leads Saul Sanchez to his first world title opportunity? Everyone is ready inside the ring. We send it up to Mark Chinook for introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the Videotron Center here in beautiful Quebec City, Canada. This is Boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum in association with Eye of the Tiger. Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue au Centre Videotron de Québec, Canada. Ce soir est présenté par Top Rank Boxing et Eye of the Tiger. Ce combat est prévu par 12 rounds pour le championnat du monde WBO de poids coq. This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds for the WBO Bantamweight Championship of the world. Our judges at ringside, Richard Blouin, Richard de Caroufel, and Jean Cotier. And the man in charge at the sound of the bell, Mr. Mark Nelson. Introducing first out of the blue corner, présente premier du coin bleu. He weighed in at 117.8 pounds, wearing red trunks with white trim. His record, 20 victories with 2 defeats. 12 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Pacoima, California, Saul the Beast Sanchez. Introducing out of the red corner, présenté du coin rouge. He weighed in at 117.5 pounds, wearing gold trunks with white trim. His record, 26 victories with 2 defeats. 19 of those victories coming by way of knockout. He is making his first world title defense. He is the reigning, defending WBO Bantamweight Champion of the world from the land down under, Melbourne, Australia, Jason Mayhem Maloney.
Chief, second, please. Okay. Gentlemen, you received my instructions earlier. You know what I expect. A clean championship fight. Just obey my commands and protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck to both of you.
So excited to cap off our Top Rank Boxing on ESPN Plus undercard with a world title fight. Jason Maloney, 3 opportunities at the world title. He finally became a champion. First shot for Saul Sanchez, and we're ready to go inside the ring. Ready to go as Mark Nelson kicks things off here in Quebec City, Canada. Bernardo Osuna alongside Timothy Bradley ringside. What are your expectations for this fight, Tim?
It's going to be a tough fight, I believe, for Maloney. I know he's the champion, but Sanchez is a beast. I'm telling you, comes forward, very aggressive, got heavy hands. He's also have bounced back from adversity, has had a tough lifestyle growing up. He's gritty, he's grimy, he understands, and he's had an amateur pedigree as well.
He started boxing by following his older brother Emilio to the gym. He was sent to the LAPD's Jeopardy program for anger management. That's where he started boxing at age 8, Tim. So he's always had a chip on his shoulder.
He said he came here to win. In this first round right now, he's already, you see his back is in the center of the ring.
Yep.
He's in control. He's dictating the pace right now. Maloney is on his back foot, trying to keep him off balance, but you see, Sanchez has really good timing. Great punch placement as well.
Talk about that adversity that he's overcome before going to Japan and defeating R.V. Deniega, who was undefeated. That's the 8-round unanimous decision that he won to put him in the position to fight for a world title. 2 weeks before, his brother Angel committed suicide. He fought through that to win in October, and he said, that's only made me stronger.
He's here to win the World Championship tonight. I'm just letting you know that right now. Just in his first round, he's getting off to a quick start. He's already found his timing. And guess what? He's beating Maloney in a department where Maloney usually beats most opposition in, and that's the jab. He's beating them with the jab. He's jabbing with Maloney. He's having more success, and that's the reason why he's able to follow up with combinations.
Nice body shot there by Jason Maloney. Well, Manny Robles Jr., who was the architect of the Andy Ruiz upset against Anthony Joshua, as well as the Rafael Espinoza upset of Robeisy Ramirez at the end of last year. He said, if we jab with Maloney and we beat him to the jab, we win this fight.
And he's catching him as Maloney's bouncing. Again, Maloney bounces in mid-range, and he tries to get away, and he doesn't do it far enough out. You know, so you see Sanchez just scooting forward, inching forward, and throwing that jab at the right time and catching him as he's bouncing. See, when you're bouncing, you're not set to punch. You're in the air. Good body work right there. See, that's going to play good dividends. What the body work does is it slow your man down. You know, not right away, but later in the fight, he starts to feel it.
Maloney lands a nice left hook, trying to establish his dominance as well, letting Sanchez know he's here to fight as well.
Good round. Really good round.
We're listening to Angelo Hyder with the champion, Jason Maloney.
You're sitting in front right there too much. You're not at your six, and you're just forcing him in a little bit. You're trying to land everything. So what you're doing is you're coming in, staying there, and then he's countering back. Okay, so you lost that round. So what we've got to do is the vulnerability is to the body to close him up. You haven't thrown a body jab yet. Okay, you're all at the head. Let's start that body jab going and see how we're going. Let's double jab the head and let's put twos together and threes. 1, 2, 3. Don't just go with the one jab. You haven't got your distance. Jab his gloves and then work our way in.
Love the honesty.
That is so good.
Not wanting to sweeten the pot. I mean, he says you gave up this round, but this is why you did it, and this is what you got to do.
Oh, my goodness. So good.
Angelo Hyder in the corner of Jason Maloney. And Maloney said, the fight against Vincent Astrolabio last May 13th, when I won the world title in Stockton, I was a little bit too much of a boxer. I allowed Astrolabio to get into the fight. He cannot do that against an aggressive fighter like Sanchez tonight.
Well, look. He's going to have to box all night against Sanchez. Sanchez, he doesn't mind mixing it up. He likes to fight at that mid-range to inside. He has to keep his feet moving, and he has to choose those spots wisely when he chooses to attack. To catch Sanchez off balance or when he's coming straight in.
Nice right to the body from Maloney, as Angelo Hyder reminded him that he did zero work to the body in that first round.
No, it's important to go down to the body of the opponent, especially when he's so aggressive. And then you see Sanchez returning the favor, going downstairs as well to slow down those legs of Maloney.
Maloney spent over a month in Las Vegas preparing for this fight. Said, I missed out on the holidays, Christmas with my family, to be out there alone with my brother and my trainer and manager Tony Tolj. And
Break, I got you.
Maloney in trouble. I see it early on. Maybe during the next few rounds he's going to make some adjustments. Maybe Sanchez will slow down if he continues to invest in the body. But as of right now, just the rhythm and the flow of the fight right now, it's in favor of Sanchez. That pressure, that relentless pressure is getting to Maloney. Maloney might have to stand and fight a little bit more. He might have to stand and fight a little bit more to get his off, to get some sort of respect from Sanchez.
Maloney lands a nice left uppercut.
I like that up and down jab right there. See, that jab right down to the body, that stops your man in his tracks. Not only does it coming in.
Yep.
But out at distance, when you do it just right, that stops the forward momentum of your opponent. See the uppercuts in between? Maloney just standing still just a little bit too long after his combinations. And the follow-up shots are coming from Sanchez. Ooh, nice big right hand. Good right hand.
Maloney caught Sanchez coming in, and Sanchez stopped throwing the jab, tried to just bull his way in with an overhand right, and Maloney caught him coming in.
It's good stuff right here from both fighters. Maloney a little bit better round. Sanchez has a game plan, and he's executing it very well.
Hey,
he took over this round.
What are we waiting for? Huh? You're looking at that one side? Is that what you're looking for? Because that's what you're showing me. You're looking at that one side. You got to work with him. He's moving. He's moving around. He's throwing 2s and 3s, and you're looking for one.
Got to be first and finish last.
Yes.
Remember, every time you're in mid-range, you got to lift your fucking head. That's the fucking thing.
Right? You got to pick it up. You got to do more.
You're catching, but you're not countering.
Right?
You can't stand in front of it.
You got to work behind that jab to get inside. Work your combinations and again behind the jab. You cannot get to the body if you don't work your way in. Keep that body moving, keep blocking it. Let your hands go.
That was the fucking right hand too. He's gonna
All right? Let's go settle down and let's go to work, okay? Let's go.
Neither corner cutting any corners in terms of what they're seeing inside the ring. The lack of a jab changed that second round in favor of Jason Maloney. They want that, and not only to make Maloney miss, but they want to make him pay.
And there's the creativity with the offense from Maloney. That gave him Sanchez problems, and that likes that jab right down, that stab jab right down to the body. Sanchez hasn't done anything for that just yet. He needs to figure out how to counter that, because that's stopping him from getting inside.
That was a nice counter right from
Yes,
Sanchez.
it was. Yes, it was. And it's funny because Sanchez, he's tricky. He'll shoot his jab, and then he'll lead with a left hook. Good body work right there. Good body work on the inside. And then Sanchez right here showing his physicality right there. Just kind of threw her, kind of pushed Maloney near the ropes. Maloney now, he's choosing to stay inside the pocket.
Now both digging to the body. A left hook from Sanchez trying to set up that right uppercut. You see him ripping to the ribs of Maloney with the right.
See, Maloney, he has options. He can box on the outside, and he also can fight inside the pocket. But the thing is that Sanchez, that's where Sanchez is good. He's great at fighting inside the pocket. That's where he wants Maloney to sit.
Grew up in Pacoima, now lives out in Encino, but Sanchez was telling us, I wasn't even supposed to be here. Two of my brothers were in jail. My father was in jail before he turned his life around. I want to win to change my family's fortunes.
Is that a cut? Yep. It's a cut. I don't know if that's from a punch or a head clash. We're going to have to see.
No replay here in Quebec City, so whatever the referee determines, whatever Mark Nelson saw, whether it was a punch or a headbutt, will have a lot to do with how this fight plays out. He was cut when he lost to Emmanuel Rodriguez in October of 2018. Jason Maloney, so nice uppercut there from Sanchez.
Yes, and then the follow-up shots right there, but good slipping, bobbing and weaving, upper body movement by Maloney. Getting underneath those shots.
There's that stick from Sanchez. When his jab is active, it opens up so many offensive opportunities for Sanchez. It does for every boxer, but in this fight in particular.
It's
like
funny,
you see that right uppercut.
It's so funny because when Maloney just made a small little minor adjustment, he was having success, but he couldn't sustain it. When he was bagging up Sanchez, he was having success, and he was stepping around to the sides. He was actually doing extremely well in on the inside.
Nice short left coming in from Maloney.
Keep the punches up.
On the borderline with the left.
Good shots.
These guys are digging to the
they
body
are.
here as Maloney goes back to his corner. Cut. The man of the hour is in the building. Artur Beterbiev. is now inside the Videotron Center here in Quebec City. Now a Canadian citizen, perfect with 19 knockouts and 19 victories. Just as impressive as that he's 8-0 with 8 knockouts in world title fights. He's got 3 of the 4 bouts, and if he wins tonight, Tim, he'll be fighting for undisputed, and the crowd just saw him and is giving him love.
Well, he got a tough out tonight. Smith is no slouch. He's a big puncher, a big fighter. He's confident coming into this fight, and he's here to win. You see what he's doing right now? He's praying. That's what he's doing. He's praying on his way in.
So Artur Beterbiev, that'll be on ESPN immediately following our ESPN Plus card at 10 Eastern. We'll have Christian Mbili taking on Rowan Murdoch, and in the main event, Artur Beterbiev, triple title defense against former super middleweight champion Callum Smith. In the meantime, Mark Nelson just told us that it was a headbutt that he saw cause the cut on the outside of the right eye of Jason Maloney. That's a big relief for Maloney in his corner in case we have to go to the scorecards.
And the cut is in a spot where it's not going to impair his vision. You know, it's off to the side of the eye. It's not right underneath the eyelid. Maloney right now using his legs a little bit more, trying to keep Sanchez off balance, but Sanchez doing a good job cutting off the ring and punching where Maloney's going as opposed to where he is.
And we'll see how each reacts to the blood that is emanating from the right side of the face of Maloney. Looks like Angelo Hyder and his crew of Brian Wilmot, the cut man, did a great job to stop the bleeding.
As of right now, it looks like Sanchez has the right game plan, and the game plan is pressure. Good follow-up combination right there from Maloney.
And speaking of Maloney, with us is the former two-time
big
junior
shot
bantamweight champion, the twin brother of Jason Maloney, Andrew Maloney. Your thoughts on the cut and the reaction from Jason here in round 4?
Well, he's having a good round so far this round, so the cut doesn't seem to be affecting him. I think Jason's starting to get into his rhythm now, so I expect him to start to show his class.
What do you think that Sanchez is doing well that Jason has to counteract here?
Well, he came out very hungry, very aggressive, throwing his punches. Jason took a little bit to get his timing, but he's starting to find it now.
You guys both like to brawl, so at the end of the day, does this type of fight favor Jason, or is he fighting into the Mexican Sanchez's style?
Jason can do both. He can box, or he can sit in here and fight like a Mexican, as we say. But Jason's put in a lot of good body shots so far. I think they're starting to have an effect.
You're absolutely right. Do you see what I'm seeing, Jason? What's the formula? What's the formula of winning this fight right now for your brother?
I think he's starting to break him down. He's starting to get into his rhythm, starting to find his shots, and starting to break him down to the body.
Got it.
All right. Andrew, we'll let you get back to not only being a brother, but being a corner man here for Jason. Thank you for sharing this time with on the headset with us.
Thank you. It's hard work, this tournament stuff, I tell you.
Is it easier to be in the ring or to be watching your brother?
Yeah, sometimes I think it is. I'd rather be in there right now.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The former world champion, Andrew Maloney, as Jason Maloney's putting in work. The blood continues to flow from the right side of the face. It's not going into the eye, which is the only good thing about this cut.
Maloney found the key. He finally found the key. I saw it a few rounds ago. The key is to bag up Sanchez, push him back, push him onto his back foot. He doesn't fight as well off his back foot.
Doctor in to check in.
Great adjustment.
On Jason Maloney.
Great adjustment.
That was beautiful, Jay. That was really good.
Ooh, about an inch cut.
One jab and then a 1-2. A 1-2 grip. Finish with the body. You can double grip the body, Jason. Nice job, but watch the hands. That's my part.
Jason, that was a beautiful round. You're starting to show your class. You're starting to break him down to the body. You've got to stay on it, okay?
I was going out of cutting. Both heads, both. Finish everything to the body, Jason. Everything to the body.
When you're close, just be tight with your defense, Jason, okay? You both.
No, you just get it through. I was really lucky because my kids were not ready.
Fellas, I got it 2 rounds apiece, 38-38, tied up with Maloney and Sanchez. And this could be the second title upset for a Manny Robles fighter. We saw what Espinoza did against Robesi last time out. But I also have to, I mean, he looks like a really strong guy inside, but I love Maloney can do both things. Also, the Australian fighters go anywhere all over the world, man. Just say where, I'll show up.
You give them all the credit in the world. Both brothers have been all over the place in search of this dream. And that is the case for one Andrew Maloney. First fight in Canada, 22 fights in Australia, 6 times he's fought in the United States. So have belt will travel. Nice right hand from Jason Maloney, just over the guard of Sanchez, and then a double jab as now he's getting Sanchez to chase.
Get your hands free. Step
Get him
out there,
to
guys.
chase. Sanchez is heavy on his front foot. He's catching him as he's walking forward, and he's getting off. Sanchez will get off, and then you see Maloney. He'll finish the combination.
Ooh, nice body work here.
He punching in between right there. Again, and staying close enough to smother the punches from Sanchez. See, minor, just small adjustments. That's all it takes to get yourself back into the fight until your opponent adjusts himself. And I don't think Sanchez has another game plan. This is the way he fights. He comes forward, he brings the pressure.
And the nickname The Beast. Well, he was sparring 140-pounders when he only weighed 120 pounds as a teenager. And here he is fighting for a title at 118 pounds. Saul Sanchez against Jason Maloney.
There's a right hand available for Maloney. It's over the single jab that Sanchez throws. It's there. He gets the proper distance, and he anticipates the jab coming in. See, a single jab again from Sanchez. He's able to land that right hand over the top. Good inside work from Sanchez, keeping his hands at home inside. Don't like him on those ropes, but he is firing back, and he's coming in between those shots of Maloney.
Hands free, guys.
Looking for short uppercuts on the inside. Ooh, right on the belt line. Good shot. But you see the small physicality. You see the small physical work.
Yes.
How Maloney's bumping him, breaking his posture, then hitting him with a shot, framing shots.
That's what we talk about, Tim. I was going to say experience, but elite, nice combination there from Sanchez with a right punctuating a shot to the chin. But that's what being in with Naoya Inoue will do to you. Even though he got knocked out, it makes you a better fighter if you take something from it. And now this is turning into a heck of a fight here in the 5th round. The world title is at stake.
Yes.
That's how you fucking. You gotta want it. You gotta fucking. Get some breaths in, Jake. You're doing really good. You're getting better, but your defense is at times when you steal is a little bit sloppy. Where's your steals? Where's your steals? I want you to get back out with a double jab and jab 1-2 outside, right? As you come in.
We see the work on the cut of Jason Maloney. Tim, Mark Nelson, the referee, told us they've been headbutting since the 1st round, and this is the moment where it happened.
Mark Nelson know what he's doing in there. He was on the opposite side, and he knew that wasn't caused by a punch. You can see the head clash right away, and you see the blood just dripping. Wiped his eye. That happens. You have an aggressive fighter. Both fighters like to fight in the inside. Sometimes the head get over that front knee. They clash heads.
And it wasn't a Tim Bradley headbutt. These were like very slight moves, and both guys kind of trying to find a position for their head.
Right.
6 rounds. This fight's gone by so fast, Tim, because there's a lot of tension. You can see that it can change on one punch.
It's strategic work going on by both corners. You can hear them going back and forth. And it's funny because you have Maloney's corner saying, hey, get back on your bike, because he has that ability. Get back on your bike, use your legs, because they didn't like what they saw at the end of that last round.
They didn't like the momentum shift in favor of Sanchez there. As you see the body work from Maloney.
Oh,
how about that?
See, anytime Maloney just sits still at that mid-range, he's there to be hit. Ooh, he got buckled with that shot.
Nice combination. Sanchez trying to find his rhythm. Andrew Maloney was telling us his twin was finding his rhythm there in the 4th round. Now it seems Sanchez has found a groove.
Yes, he has. He's just letting his hands go on the inside. Positioning himself really well, going down to the body. That's right on the belt line.
That was beautiful.
See, Maloney, when he stands mid-range, that's when he's in harm's way. He gets you to stand mid-range. If you stand mid-range, you better move your dang head off the line.
And the corner of Saul Sanchez, Edgar Estrellita Hasso yelling out, work that cut, son. I mean, it's part of the sport.
That body work, that he's doing, I'm telling you, it's going to pay good dividends back down the stretch. It's going to pay good dividends. And he has to go to the body because Sanchez hasn't been 12 rounds before. And he has to believe that he can go to 12 rounds. So if he feels this man weakening, he know he can go. It's almost like the runner's high, you know, or the swimmer's high, when you feel like you can swim forever. You feel like you can fight forever, especially when you feel your opponent weakening.
You swim, Tim?
I don't swim, no.
But you heard?
No, but I do run. Okay. Well, I used to run. I don't run anymore. I walk now.
You run to the buffet.
My knees is bad, bro.
You know what's good? The fight. Maloney and Sanchez are in this, and they are giving you entertainment here in Quebec City.
I just get so excited with the nuances. You can hear it in my voice, man, when I see it. You're seeing skill from both men in here. They're just out here rock'em sock'em robots. They're making adjustments on the fly. This is championship quality fighting right here, boxing right here at its best.
And we're seeing it in round here. It's not just what the corner told them to do, it's what the success of the opponent is forcing them to do.
Look, down look at Maloney.
Southpaw.
Coming forward. It's southpaw, bagging up Sanchez. Sanchez had to take a deep breath right there. You see his mouth wide open now. He's breathing hard.
My goodness, what a round here as we get to the midway point of this World Championship fight. Jason Maloney's first defense. Saul Sanchez's first world title opportunity. Manny Robles looking for an upset.
You cannot let him out. You cannot let him push you back like that. That's what he's doing now. He's trying to push you back.
Saul, it's not 1-1. If this isn't 1-1, you give me a good round and then you give the next round away. You gave this round away, but because you're letting them take you back. We gotta be ready for war. We gotta be ready for hard 12 rounds, baby. You gotta make every round count.
You can't be giving up the fucking round.
You understand? Hold your ground, push them back, take them back yourself.
Every time he comes in like that,
take a deep breath.
Step and turn and push it out around. Now let's
Look, this is a good entertaining fight right here. Look at Sanchez, right there on the belt line. That's fair. Some referees might call that low. That's fair, right on the belt line. And then here's the combinations following up. He missed the first 2 punches, but what he really was looking for was that left hook coming right around with it.
Maloney had some excellent work there in that 6th round as well. In the corner of Saul Sanchez, they're like, you can't go punch for punch with Jason Maloney. You got to let your hands go and come forward. And the reality is, Tim, whoever's coming forward in this fight is winning the round.
Well, yes, you're right to a certain extent, but just because you're being aggressive don't mean you're being effective. But however, Sanchez, when he's coming forward, that's when he's at his very best. And when Maloney sits mid-range and he let those hands go and he gets caught with those combinations, yes, he's having success. And the judges are seeing it. So
both punchers right around 380-something punches thrown per round. A little bit better efficiency for Saul Sanchez.
Good shot.
Nice body work from Maloney.
And he paused for a split second, then followed up top. Really doing a good job of changing levels with his work. Not being predictable with his combinations, Maloney.
There's that stick. Nice short left hook from Sanchez. I think that's his best punch.
See, he shoots the jab and then a changeup shot. He throws that left hook to come around, catch him Maloney. And he continues to target that eye like his trainer keeps telling him, like Manny Robles keeps telling him.
Got a very educated and not only that, a very powerful left hand does Saul Sanchez. 12 knockouts and 20 victories. Now you see Maloney trying to establish his left downstairs and upstairs.
Maloney, again, he can do a little bit more. You know, he can box off the back foot, change his angles. He can land, clean the punches on the outside like that. And you see Sanchez is trying to time him, but he's not doing enough work. And that's why Maloney's winning this round right now. He's not doing enough work.
Nice combination work, and then he gets inside and crowds Saul Sanchez.
See Sanchez, you gotta be. He has to be dialed in. I don't like his eyes. I don't like his eyes the way they look right now. He needs to be dialed in. He needs to be hungry for this world championship. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. He can change his family's life right now. There we go.
Body work from Sanchez.
There we go.
He allowed Maloney to work, and then he made him pay.
Oh, nice uppercut right there. You see Maloney tied up right there. That shot hurt him. That shot hurt him. Got his attention.
Maloney goes to the body, trying to get Sanchez off of him. You see
there it
that
is.
right-left combination from Sanchez. Now you see Sanchez getting into a groove, and he's pushing Maloney off, using his physical strength to create that distance he needs to land his shots.
Yep, see, now Maloney now is being defensively sound. Not letting his hands go. Good hook on the inside. Both guys keep going back and forth, man. The tide just goes back and forth, back and forth. I don't know who's winning this damn round. Man, what a round. What a round. I would hate to be a judge, man.
2 rounds that have been great, and we expect great action when Artur Beterbiev steps into the ring for the 20th time as a pro. He's relaxed right now.
On his phone.
Just chilling. He knows it's just a matter of time until he defends the 3 belts that are to his left against one Callum Smith. The fight was set for August. Beterbiev suffered an infection to his jawbone. At the postponed it 6 months. Here we are in the dead of winter. The WBA mandatory challenger who does not take lightly, Tim, to all that talk of a fight for the undisputed title between Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol.
Yeah, we've been seeing these upsets, right?
Yeah.
At the end of 2023, we've been seeing tons of upsets in 2023. Hey, look, you just never know, man. This is boxing. You know, these guys got to get in there and fight it out. And we know Smith, he has the punching power. We've seen him at 175 pounds. He's one of the biggest punchers in his division, and he showed us that in his last 2 outings.
He's a different cat. A lot of Vaseline over the cut. About an inch long on the eye of Jason Maloney. Also an abrasion under the left eye of Jason Maloney.
Look.
Saul Sanchez with that leaping left hook.
See that mid-range jab coming from Maloney, getting time right now with the overhand right. Sanchez is timing him. Just watch that mid-range. When you shoot that jab out that mid-range, there's an opening, and he continues to do it. There it is again. Peppering with it. That right hand can sneak you right over the top as you shoot that mid-range jab.
If he starts to admire his work, it's going to be trouble for him because Sanchez is just loading up, waiting for that opportunity to land a right hand. That was low.
All right. I know, it's good. Just keep him up, okay?
Good jab. That's it. Good combination right there.
There's another borderline left hook from Saul Sanchez. Saul lands a short right hand as Maloney was trying to land a shot of his own. And I think it's timing right now, Tim. You said
it is. It's timing. It's, again, desire. It's want. He's doing the right things. It's the decision-making that he's making in real time.
And in the corner of Maloney, you hear him yelling, back him up. And you see the body work that Maloney is putting in here on Sanchez.
So Maloney, what he did was he was boxing on the outside. He wasn't having success. So what did he do? He changed it up, changed the script. He said, you know what? I'm going to step in the inside and see if I have success on the inside. Things slowed down from him, slowed down a bit for him. And you see Sanchez down, bagging up, trying to protect himself to the body.
Maloney switched up his game plan here after Sanchez's efficiency. Very effective round for Sanchez, but there's still 1 minute left in this round, Tim. Anything can still happen as you see Maloney backing Sanchez up.
Look at Sanchez using his feet now. He's looking for the uppercut on the inside because Maloney, what he does, good shots on the inside from Maloney. Woo, solid shots. But Maloney leans forward, leans over that front knee. So uppercuts. It's a home for uppercuts.
Ooh, short right hands as they exchanged Maloney seemed to get the best of it, but now Sanchez lands a right of his own. These rounds are so hard to score. The ebbs and flows. Nice jab from Maloney.
Good combination to come back. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know,
Step back, guys.
there's ebbs and flows. Both guys are having their moments. I would hate to be a judge in this fight. I really, man, I don't know how they judging these rounds, but both fighters are having success throughout the course of this fight.
Time.
Wow.
All right, Tim, you said that the uppercut is there for Saul Sanchez. Well, he's been pretty effective with it in this last couple rounds.
Yeah, you lean a little bit forward over that front knee. You know, you create a lane for yourself for the uppercuts on the inside. You see his head down right there? And Sanchez just meeting him. Short left uppercuts, right uppercuts. And he's even following them out. As Maloney right there tries to position his head on the outside. But that lead uppercut, I've never seen a lead uppercut used like that. It's almost like a Pac-Man type of uppercut, just shooting straight up the middle from an odd angle.
I need you to push this motherfucker back. All right? Push him back and then shoot. You know what you're doing?
Good work.
You're pushing him to the side with your right, but you're forgetting to come back with the left hook. Push him to the side and come back with the left hook. Deep breath, deep breath. Keep working that backhand too. One more time, deep breath. Let's go. Four more, baby. Bang, work your face and shoot, work your face in 1, 2.
Gotta believe. You have to believe.
Clean that off.
Ninth
You're delaying
round
the fight.
of
Okay.
Saul Sanchez's first world title shot. First time he's scheduled to go 12 rounds against a world champion in Jason Maloney, whose only losses have been against Naoya Inoue and Emmanuel Rodriguez in
Hands
world
free,
title
guys.
fights.
Get out of there.
Saul Sanchez, he's got 2 losses,
I got
both
you,
split
I got you.
decision
You're good.
losses against Eros Correa and prior to that, Edwin Rodriguez. So both are accustomed to being in close fights because they like to do this exchange in the center of the ring.
Right. Nope. I got
Yep.
There you see Sanchez catching Maloney coming in.
it. Get your hands free. Buck's out of there.
Good defense there from Maloney as he got his hands up to
Watch
parry
your
that
heads again. Here we
left
go.
hook from Sanchez.
Break. I got it.
Yeah, you hear that break again. Gotta go take that course.
Ooh, nice right uppercut from Sanchez. That's beneficial
good
for him.
follow-up.
And here's a quick combination. That uppercut, though, catches Maloney leaning in once again.
Maloney trying to get his head on outside that shoulder. Think he's in a safe place, but he's not. That lead uppercut that Sanchez is throwing is showing his mark right now. Ooh, and the body shot. That body shot hurt, boy.
All right, our Mark Kriegel, after 8 rounds, how do you have this fight scored? Because it seems like a close fight.
4 rounds apiece, 76-76. Listen, I was shading it a little bit to Maloney. I think the difference, to the extent that it can be measured, is the experience. And I thought he caught up when he started using the bump and pushed him, as you're seeing right now, push Sanchez back to the ropes. But this is a violent but strategic fight. Both corners are at the top of their games, and guys are listening.
And they're making adjustments midway through as you see the ESPN Bet Live money line. Maloney minus 300, still favored over plus 225. Sanchez, who is a live dog in this fight, Tim.
Yes, he is a live dog, but he's missing something right
Get your
now.
hands
He's
free.
missing
All
the
right, stop. I
body,
got
the
you.
body attack.
Good job,
He
brother.
has to find a way to continue to zap the energy of Maloney, and he's gone away from that. Maloney right now is having his way pinning. Using
there it is.
experience. Yep, using his experience, and he's pinning Sanchez along the ropes, and he's getting off. He's teeing off.
Angelo Hyder just yelled out, "Where's that right uppercut?" to Maloney, and he was able to land it. But you see the shoe shining from Sanchez to get Maloney off of him. And now here comes Sanchez.
Ooh, big left hook.
And that left hook from Maloney as Sanchez was coming in. There's a body work from Maloney, who always listens to Angelo Hyder. Left uppercut from the Australian.
Stop. I got you. Be careful. Here's the bell, guys.
I love the stop.
The crowd is loving the fight here after 9 rounds.
Man. Both these guys down on autopilot, man.
Get some deep breaths in, Jay. when you're tidy with your defense, you're doing really good.
Jason, you keep bumping him back. You are when you get into the ropes. But when you come forward, jab the chest with the 1-2. Just real simple 1-2 rip. 1-2 rip, Jason. Real simple from the outside. Okay, all box and keep moving. James, it's a close fight. We have to win these rounds. Okay, so we have to keep pumping. But Jason, if you stay on that body a little bit more, you will stop it.
And Dodo Hyder telling Jason Maloney, you have to win these last 3 rounds, and if you stay on the body, you can stop him.
You got to win decisively. You have to separate yourself from your opponent so it can be a clear round win for yourself. These rounds are too close. You don't know who the judges are going for or who the judges are scoring for.
A 14-punch thrown difference in favor of Sanchez. The connect amount is a substantial number in favor of Saul Sanchez, upwards of 40+ there. So it's not just about how many punches you land, it's the efficiency of them and how much damage they do, but both fighters have done damage.
Both fighters have done damage. Again, you're seeing ebbs and flows. Both fighters are having their moments. Ooh, good left hook to the body right there. My goodness, he set that up off the ropes. And then the combination, that was sneaky right there. Strategic. Got himself along the ropes. Allowed Maloney to come forward and boom, unleashed a hellacious combination right there to the face.
You see that throwaway right uppercut to set up that jab?
Look at now Sanchez using some footwork of his own.
He seems the fresher fighter here in the 10th round, does Saul Sanchez. The question is, what happens when he gets into the championship rounds, the 11th and 12th? Uncharted territory for the fighter out of Southern California.
Look at him. He said, oh, you didn't think I can box? He's using his legs a little bit just to change the angle, Sanchez is. Being smart. I don't like him along the ropes. I'll tell you that much. I don't like him just sitting on the ropes.
Yeah, because it sets up that right uppercut that Maloney just landed. But then he walks back and nice jab from Sanchez.
Now here's Maloney right now, just dictating, trying to dictate the pace, trying to use his physicality on the inside. It's an inside brawl, phone booth fight right here along the ropes.
Nice body work from Sanchez. Now he's trying to pin Maloney going backwards, but Maloney's strength using his shoulder to push Sanchez back. Sanchez not having it with the right hand.
The body work is where it's at. The body work is where it's at. You know, you hit your man to the head, you hit him with your best shot, but downstairs you continue to weaken him. You can see both guys, when each guy go down to the body, you see their hands drop to protect their ribs in that rib cage.
No one likes a shot to the body.
Not at all.
There it is, once again. A borderline shot from Sanchez, but he set that up. Nice left hook from Maloney on the inside. Now a little combination.
I got it.
Body language matters here. Body language matters in these moments. You gotta show the judges that you want it. You see Maloney right now, the experience coming through. He's showing that he wants it. Just unleashing combinations that steps in and smothers. Don't allow Sanchez to work.
Nice
and a big left hook right there.
Man, these rounds are so hard to score. Although this one seemed to favor Saul Sanchez. And
I don't know.
you did mention something though about him setting up along the rope.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was sneaky. That was so sneaky, man. You see Sanchez right here. He steps back, gets a little distance. He brings him in, lowers him in, gets in mid-range. Okay, you got off a bit. Here he is. Here he is. All right. Oh, there's the combinations. Oh, snuck him. Well executed right there. Get out. He had that plan. That was in his bag of tricks right there. Definitely in his bag of tricks.
Keep watching at the end of your punches. In and out. You started the round beautifully, man. But at the second half of the round, that's when you got to put the...
Okay? Now you got to fucking push. Now you got to fucking push. You got 2 rounds left.
You can't give him any more.
2 rounds left. You need these 2 rounds. You need these 2 rounds. All right? Punches and bunches, baby.
Last round, it was Maloney's corner saying, you need the next 3 rounds. Now it was Manny Robles telling Saul Sanchez, you need these next 2 rounds. But Tim, this is gut check time. He's never been here as a pro before. First time being past the 10th round for Saul Sanchez in his first world title opportunity against the Aussie Jason Maloney.
Yeah, desire usually pushes you through these moments like here. You know, yeah, you've never been this distance. You know, you have it in the back of your mind sometimes, but the desire to win, it puts you in these moments like this. You know, and it's been a tough battle for both fighters. But Sanchez, he doesn't feel like, I don't feel that he's giving up. He's definitely trying to win this fight, just as Maloney is.
Stop.
You know, he said that the loss to Naoya Inoue made him better. He said he had a bad hand, but he wasn't going to regret not taking a chance to become a superstar with a win over Naoya Inoue, the best fighter in the world. But it didn't derail his motivation or his mindset to become a world champion. He knew he had enough to beat Astrolabio. And this guy, he said in Saul Sanchez, is trying to take everything I've achieved in the sport, and I've worked so hard to accomplish.
Trying to take food off his table. Really holding down that belt, that's how you get the money.
He's doing it for his wife Georgia, for their 4-year-old daughter Isla and 2-year-old Billy May. That is what Maloney's doing it for. Sanchez, oh, he takes a nice 1-2 combination from Maloney right in the center of the ring. 2 hooks, and he walks through him.
Oh, left hook coming back from Sanchez, and right hand over the top. Maloney trying to smother, but Sanchez is just getting a little distance, letting Maloney come in and just keeping his distance really well and shortening his shots up on the inside.
We've mentioned how one punch can change the fight. This is one of ebbs and flows, one way and another, but you just cannot rest on your laurels thinking you landed a good shot, because both Sanchez and Maloney are dangerous. There goes a body shot from Sanchez after Maloney went with the flurry to the head.
Hands free. Get your hands free. All right, break. I got it.
45 seconds to determine a winner of round 11. Nice body work from Sanchez and short right from Maloney.
Stop. It's okay.
Nice left
good
hook from
shot.
Maloney. Jeez.
Again, Maloney showing his class right now in these later rounds. He's holding it together.
Body work, yes, and breathe deep, set himself up, and Sanchez says, you take a breath, fight through this, and the crowd is really appreciating this. Nice combination from Jason Maloney.
What a finish to this round.
The French Canadians say one's Australian, one's Mexican American. Tonight, you're all French Canadian.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside the Videotron Center we go to the 12th and final round.
Put your legs, put your legs, put your legs. Talk to him, guys. Talk to him. Put your legs.
Let's go with everything you fucking got. This one you cannot stop.
Dale agua, por favor.
You cannot fucking stop.
Dale, va a salir. Hey, stay busy for me, okay? But don't go all out. You gotta give me somebody. You gotta work behind the jab. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy.
1-2 rip. You've got to give me 3 shots every time. Nothing hard, but volume. Okay? You've got to come home. We've got to win this round, Jake. 3-2.
Second down. Let's go. Last round.
Saul Sanchez has landed 19 more punches than Jason Maloney. Yes, I see the ice.
There's ice on the ring. I don't understand that. I mean, shouldn't be having loose ice like that.
Touch him up. Ready? Here we go.
See the corner trying to get the ice up out of the ring.
12th and final round. This is a championship fight. First opportunity for Saul Sanchez. First title defense for Jason Maloney. It took the Australian 3 chances to finally become a world champion. Doesn't want to go back. Make that long flight home to Australia without that WBO strap. And Sanchez also has a long trip out to SoCal. He wants to change his family's fortunes with a world title win.
suppression on the judge's mind. Maloney right now is dictating. That's what he's doing. He's dictating the pace right now.
The boxing skill, but it's boxing skill with fortitude, Tim.
Yes.
It's not just I'm outboxing you. I'm boxing to set myself up to punish you. And so, what can you say about Sanchez? Can you take my body shots?
Now here he comes.
Stop. No, be careful, be careful, be careful.
See, and this is the time right here where to be smart tactically, just don't sit there. Get out, use your bike for a split second, move real quick, and then get back to the center or get back to the action.
Yeah, Tim, but it's round 12. It's been a grueling fight. Physically, do they have it still in them? Maloney's been here before.
Oh, yeah, you still got it in you.
Sanchez has never been 12 rounds, but what heart these fighters are showing tonight.
Yes, they are. Both.
Wow.
Come on, baby. Give it to us. Show us now. Show us your greatness.
Quebec City
Show us
is
your
in the
greatness.
house.
That's what we want to see. How bad you want it?
The fight could be in the balance here. Can Maloney defend his belt? Will Sanchez make
starting to
the
break down.
fighter's dream come true?
Sanchez is breaking down physically right now.
Stop. I got it.
His legs are starting to
Legs are
weaken,
starting to get, yep. You're starting to see him weakening.
but he's still dangerous.
Oh, nice angle right there.
Stop. No. Be careful.
Yeah, but you see the fatigue on Saul Sanchez. He's not as put together when he's throwing his punches here. But guess what? Doesn't matter, because at the end of those shots is one Jason Maloney. As the crowd
That's what I'm
comes
talking
to
about,
the feet
baby.
here in Quebec City. Jason Maloney and Saul Sanchez gave us a 36-minute war, 12 rounds, world championship.
That's what I'm talking
action.
about.
My goodness.
This is why I love, I'm telling you, this is why it's the best sport in the world. When it's done right, the best sport in the world, I'm telling you.
And this is why it doesn't matter where in the world you go, Tim. Fight fans appreciate what these men just gave us.
You're exactly right, Bernardo.
Saul Sanchez on the top rope. Jason Maloney over with his twin brother and his cornerman, Angelo Hyder, as well as his manager. And these two men, I'd say let's do it again, but I don't have to do it. Let's take a look at some of the best action, Tim, because there was plenty to go around.
Yes, it was. It was back and forth action by both these men tonight, man. They put it all on the line. I knew it was going to be a tough fight. Started off rough with Maloney. Maloney, had Sanchez moving forward, letting his hands go. Maloney had a hard time adjusting to the pressure that was coming his way, but then there was a shift. Maloney started to figure it out. He knew that, I got to get inside. I got to push this big, strong fighter back. And that's what he was doing. He was having success on the inside, going down to the body, catching with short uppercuts in the inside as well. And then Sanchez come back with his shots on the inside into the body. It was just back and forth action. An excellent fight for the fans. An excellent fight also to study. Both of these corners, they need to be praised. They've done a great job in both these corners. They were making adjustments throughout the course of the fight. Not only was the fighters but the corners were. It was an exciting fight to watch, man. And like you said, I don't know who won this fight tonight. I don't know if Maloney's going to retain his championship. What you guys think, man? What do you think?
I don't know, but the numbers are impressive. When you look at the body shots, Sanchez landed 96 to 51 for Jason Maloney, and Sanchez landed 64 more punches while throwing 73 more punches. So, it just depends on what the judges like, the number of punches or the efficiency. Mark Kriegel, through 12, what is your unofficial scorecard for this championship fight?
114, 6 rounds apiece. Sanchez landed more punches. He was a little bit busier. This was hellish to score. It was a privilege to watch. I was thinking coming into this, we've never seen Maloney in a bad fight. And now I can assure you, we will never see Sanchez in a bad fight either. Run it back. These guys deserve it. So do we for a change.
I mean, this was a heck of a fight. 12 rounds, nonstop, ebbs and flows. Not only the war that we saw in there, but the tactical changes, the adjustments from both fighters, and now it's just up to what the judges saw. Saul Sanchez, is he going to become a world champion in his first world title shot, or is Jason Maloney going back to Australia a champion? Mark Chinook, give us the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for these two incredible warriors going the distance tonight. After 12 rounds here inside the Videotron Center in Quebec City, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Après 12 rondes, ici au Centre Vidéotron de Québec, nous passons aux cartes de juge pour la décision. Jean Cotier has the bout, 114-114. Richard Blouin and Richard de Caroufel both have it, 116-112. For your winner by majority decision. And still, WBO Bantamweight World Champion, Jason Mayhem Maloney!
The upset wasn't meant to be. Some fans are upset inside the Videotron Center here in Quebec, Canada, but at the end of the day, what a fight. Jason Maloney defends his belt by majority decision over Saul Sanchez, and once again, Saul loses, but never by unanimous decision or stoppage. So I say run this one back again. I'm not the matchmaker, but the matchmaker did make a great main event for this evening. It's Artur Beterbiev taking on Callum Smith. This will be for this man's 3 belts. He's 19-0, 8-0 actually in world title fights, and tonight he'll be doing it at home in front of fans who brave the blizzard to watch this man do what he does best. Callum Smith, he's never been down as a professional. His only loss to Saul Canelo Alvarez. He says, I'm better at 175. You've seen it in my knockouts. And if you're overlooking me thinking there's going to be an undisputed fight between Beterbiev and Bivol, you're making a big mistake.
As a boxing fan, I understand why people want to see that fight. I just think the fact that people are asking to see it now when I'm a week or two away from fighting them is a little bit disrespectful. I win this weekend, I proved them wrong and I ruined all their plans, so it'll just be a little bit of a sweeter victory for myself.
Any fight for me in this position, like, it's important. I do prepare for like 100%. I'm not preparing for 50%, you know.
I just think he's so confident in his own power, his own, he'll wear you down, he'll get to you, that he doesn't really have much respect for what's coming back. I think he's got the bullish approach where I'll get you before you can to get me. He is there to be it. It'll be an exciting fight while it lasts, but I believe I do catch him and I get rid of him.